Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, today we will discuss almost 100 questions based on the history of education worldwide. Let's start. When was the first university established? A. 1088, B. 1564, C. 1750, D. 1920. The correct answer is the first university established in 1088. Next, the ancient Greek philosopher who founded the academy in Athens was A. Socrates, B. Aristotle, C. Plato, D. Pythagoras, and the correct answer is C. Plato. Plato was the philosopher who founded the academy in Athens. Next, the famous library in ancient Egypt that held a vast collection of scrolls was located in A. Memphis, B. Thebes, C. Alexandria, D. Giza, and the correct answer is Alexandria. The famous library in ancient Egypt was held a vast collection of scrolls. Where it is located? It is located in Alexandria. Next, the Renaissance period is associated with the renewed interest in classical education and humanism during which century? A. 12th century, B. 14th century, C. 16th century, D. 18th century. Correct answer is C. 16th century. Next, the concept of chattel slavery, where individuals were considered property, was common in which ancient civilization? A. Ancient Rome, B. Ancient Greek, C. Ancient Egypt, D. Ancient China. Correct answer is ancient Rome. Next, the first Quranic school, Maktab, was established during the period of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. B. Abu Bakr, C. Umar ibn al-Khattab, D. Ali ibn Abi Talib, and the correct answer is A. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Next, Barak Man is often regarded as the father of A. Montessori education, B. Waldorf education, C. Public education in the United States, D. Education in ancient Greece. Answer is C. Public education in the United States. The next, the famous philosopher and educator John Dewey is associated with which educational philosophy? A. Essentialism, B. Perennialism, C. Progressivism, D. Behaviorism. Correct answer is C. The famous philosopher and educator John Dewey is associated with progressivism. The Compulsory Education Act, which mandated education for children in the United States, was passed in which year? A. 1776, B. 1862, C. 1905, D. 1925. Correct answer is C. 1905. The education system of ancient Sparta primarily focused on producing A. Philosophers, B. Warriors, C. Artists, D. Merchants. Correct answer is warriors. Next MCQs. Which influential report published in 1983 shaped the direction of American education in the 1980s and 1990s? The Coleman Report, the Kerner Report, C. The A Nation at Risk Report, D. The Brown v. Board of Education Report. A correct answer is C. The A Nation at Risk Report. Next MCQs. The little red schoolhouse was a symbol of early education in A. England, B. Germany, C. France, D. United States. Correct answer is D. United States. Next MCQs. The Dreyfus Affair, a pivotal event in French educational history, occurred during which period? A. 17th century, B. 19th century, C. 20th century, D. 21st century. And the correct answer is B. 19th century. The ancient Indian text that laid down rule for Vedic education and recitation is called A. Upanishads, B. Vedas, C. Arani Yokas, D. Shakespeare, and correct answer is Vedas. Next, the theory of multiple intelligences was proposed by A. Howard Gardner, B. Jean Piaget, C. Lev Vygotsky, D. Eric Erikson. Correct answer is A. Howard Gardner. The theory of multiple intelligence was proposed by Howard Gardner. The first women college in the world was established in which country? A. England, B. United States, C. France, D. India. And the correct answer is England. The first women college in the world was established in England. The Chinese philosopher and educator who emphasized the importance of moral education was A. Confucius, B. Laozi, C. Sun Tzu, D. Mencius. Correct answer is A. Confucius. The threat of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which impacted education in the United States, ended which war? A. The American Revolution, B. The War of 1812, C. The Mexican-American War, D. The Spanish-American War. Correct answer is the Mexican-American War. C is the correct answer of these MCQs. Next, the famous court case that led to the desegregation of schools in the United States was A. Plessy v. Ferguson, B. Brown v. Board of Education, C. Roe v. Wade, D. Miranda v. Arizona. And the correct answer of this is B. Brown v. Board of Education. Next, the education system of the Maurya and Gupta empires in ancient India was primarily focused on A. Military training, B. Religious instruction, C. Agricultural skills, D. Trading techniques. And the answer of this is B. Religious instruction. Who is often credited with the establishment of the first kindergarten? A. Friedrich Froebel, B. Maria Montessori, C. John Dewey, D. Horkheimer. The correct answer is A. Friedrich Froebel. The Common School movement in the United States aimed to A. Integrate vocational training into schools, B. Promote single-sex education, C. Establish schools for children with disabilities, D. Provide free public education for all children. The Common School movement in the United States aimed to, correct answer is D. Provide free public education for all children. Next, the first American public high school was established in A. New York City, B. Boston, C. Philadelphia, D. Chicago. The correct answer is Philadelphia. Next, the education system of the ancient Mayan civilization primarily served the purpose of A. Preparing students for war, promoting agricultural knowledge, C. Training priests and scribes, fostering artistic talents. Correct answer is C. Training priests and scribes. Next, the Sputnik crisis in the late 1950s influenced education in the United States by A. Increasing funding for the arts, B. Emphasizing physical education, C. Boosting support for science and math education, D. Encouraging standardized tests, and the correct answer is C. Boosting support for science and math education. Next, the ancient Chinese examination system used to select government officials was based on A. Written tests, B. Oral interviews, C. Physical fitness exams, D. Family connections. Correct answer is A. Written tests. The ancient Chinese examination system used to select government officials was based on written tests. The Great Schism in Christianity had a significant impact on education, resulting in the formation of A. Monastic schools, B. Cathedral schools, C. Madrasas, D. Yeshivas. Correct answer is cathedral schools. The Land Grant Act of 1862 in the United States aimed to A. Establish schools for Native American children, B. Provide education for former slaves, C. Promote agriculture and technical education, D. Fund religious institutions. And the correct answer is C. Promote agriculture and technical education. Next, the Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi believes that education should focus on A. Self-expression and creativity, B. Emphasizing individuality, C. Following natural instincts, D. Cultivating moral virtues through rigorous training. And the correct answer is D. Cultivating moral virtues through rigorous training. The Bantu Education Act in South Africa, enacted in 1953, was intended to A. Integrate school racially, B. Improve funding for schools, C. Providing better education for all citizens, D. Segregate schools along racial lines. Correct answer is D. Segregate schools along racial lines. The American educator who founded the first teacher training school in the United States was A. Hema Hart Willard, B. Mary Lyon, C. Horace Mann, D. Catherine Beecher. The correct answer is B. Mary Lyon. The concept of liberal art education originated in which ancient civilization? A. Ancient Greeks, ancient Egypt, C. Ancient India, D. Ancient China. The correct answer is A. Ancient Greeks. The concept of liberal art education originated in which ancient civilization? Ancient Greek. Ancient Greece. Next, the Pestalozzi method of education was developed by Johann Pestalozzi, B. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, C. John Locke, D. John Friedrich Herbert, and the correct answer is A. John Pestalozzi. The Morrill Act of 1862 and 1890 in the United States supported the establishment of private colleges and universities, women's colleges, C. Historically black colleges and universities, D. Native American boarding schools, and the correct answer is historically black colleges and universities. The open door policy in education refer to A. Open access to education for all students. B. A policy of religious tolerance in schools. C. Allowing foreign students to study in domestic institutions. D. Encouraging teachers to keep classrooms doors open during lectures. Correct answer is A. The open door policy in education referred to as open access to education for all students. The initial Indian University of Nalanda, founded in the 5th century, was known for its excellence in A. Astronomy, B. Medicine, C. Buddhist studies, D. Mathematics, and C is the correct answer, Buddhist studies. The American philosopher and psychologist who developed the theory of self-actualization in education was A. B.F. Skinner, B. Carl Rogers, C. Abraham Maslow, D. Albert Bandura, and the correct answer is C. Abraham Maslow. The No Child Left Behind Act. The No Child Left Behind Act in the United States aimed to provide more funding for private schools, promote schools vouchers, C. Improve accountability and standards in public education, D. Expand homeschooling opportunities. Correct answer is C. Improve accountability and standards in public education. The ancient Roman educator and author of the work Orator was A. Cicero, B. Virgil, C. Seneca, D. Livy. Correct answer is Cicero. In 19th century, educational reformer who advocated for co-education, educating boys and girls together was A. Elizabeth Blackwell, B. Susan B. Anothone, and C. Emma Willard, D. Mary Wollstonecraft, and the correct answer is C. Emma Willard, who was the reformer for co-education. The fourth art of the Chinese scholar in traditional Chinese education included all the following aspects: A. Muslim, B. Calligraphy, C. Painting, D. Mathematics. Correct answer is mathematics. The four arts of the Chinese scholar in traditional Chinese education include all the following except mathematics. They include music, calligraphy, painting, but not mathematics. The GI Bill in the United States provide educational benefits to A. Veteran of World War I, B. Veterans of the Korean War, C. Veterans of the Vietnam War, D. Veteran of World War II. Correct answer is D. Veterans of World War II. The concept of Socratic method in education is associated with which philosopher? A. Plato, B. Socrates, C. Aristotle, D. Pythagoras, and the correct answer is B. Socrates. The Indian leader who advocated for university primary education and universal primary education and the removal of untouchability was A. Mahatma Gandhi, B. Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, D. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Correct answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. C is the correct answer. The Magna Carta signed in 1215 laid the foundation for A. Universal suffrage, B. Women's rights, C. Legal rights and due process, D. Education reforms. Correct answer is C. Legal rights and due process. The Emancipation Proclamation in the United States impacted education by A. Abolishing segregation in schools, B. Providing federal funding for schools, C. Freeing enslaved African Americans, allowing them to pursue education, D. Establish the first public school system. And the answer is C. Freeing enslaved African Americans, allow them to pursue education. The ancient Egyptian writing system consisting of pictorial symbols was called A. Hieroglyphics, B. Cuneiform, C. Phoenician script, D. Sanskrit, and the correct answer is A. Hieroglyphics. Next, the New England Primer, one of the earliest textbooks in the American colonies, primarily focused on teaching A. Latin and Greeks, B. Religious and moral values, C. Mathematics and science, D. Vocational skills. Correct answer is B. Religious and moral values.